Hi YouTube, it's Jennifer. Um, let's see, lots going on. First, my surgery date is May 13th, 2013. I'm 13 months out. Today is June 17th, 2014. Um, this video is going to be a little different because most of my videos, with the exception of my last video, I've been really down about the surgery and um, the success of my surgery. Um, I've finally come to terms with the fact that, one, I may not lose any more weight, and two, I have to fucking stop comparing myself to everybody else. This is my journey, nobody else's, and if this is where my body's comfortable, so be it. Sorry about that. I, let's see, I started at 232. I'm generally around 172 now, but because of water weight, I can go the whole way up to 177. And sometimes I'm used to that number, but sometimes I get on and I'm surprised I'm below 180, even a year out, and my weight hasn't changed since September. So that's several months of being at the same weight, and I'm still shocked at the weight that I'm at now. But the reason I've had a change of heart about my surgery is about 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, I was the same weight as I am now. This was through complete starvation, and literally I was on a water diet. I went 20 days on nothing but water. No food, no protein, no anything. And not only was that unhealthy, but I also wasn't taking any vitamins. But at any rate, I had gotten down to 174, and I ran a 5K. Now, during the 5K, I couldn't run more than 2 minutes, and then I was walking for approximately 2 minutes at a time, back and forth. I don't remember my time for the 5K, but it was just a few minutes less than people walking it. So that was a little disappointing. And now I have a gym membership, and the last time I went, I was on the treadmill, and I was running for 3 minutes and walking for a minute and a half. So I was doing pretty good, and that was with incline and running about 7 miles an hour. When I did the 5K, I was barely, I don't even know if you can call it jogging, because I was going so slow. But, so that is one thing that I've noticed since surgery. Also, if you can see, I'm starting to get my collarbones, which is kind of cool. Can you see that? For some reason, this one's more visible than this one. I don't get it, but whatever. But I think that's cool. I wore a bathing suit this year. Not often because I don't swim. I don't know how to swim, but I love the water, and I didn't feel like a cow in a bathing suit. My knees aren't hurting as much. My ankles aren't hurting as much, but possibly due to the gym or because my dumbass was lifting some major heavy stuff in the wrong way, I hurt my back, and I hurt it pretty good. It's been about 2 weeks, 3 weeks that I've been in nothing but pain. I can't do much of anything, so I haven't been to the gym in at least 3 weeks. But I can't lift anything, like even sitting. I can't lift cans. I can't, because that's what I was using as weights, was like canned food. I can't do that. Literally, I can wash dishes for about 10 minutes and then I'm in so much pain I'm down for the rest of the day. Um, but besides my back, I am 50 pounds less than my surgery. I'm not in a normal BMI, but I have faith that I will get there eventually. Um, my stomach pouch is still small. Um, I have days where, now granted, everybody will go through this. You'll have days where you can eat a lot more than you can on other days. On those days, I can eat a whole steak, or I can eat um, a whole hamburger with a bun. Um, on the other days, I can only get maybe a third of a burger in, like um, a McDonald's sized burger, those real thin patties. I can get about a third of one of those in, or I do eat chili from Wendy's. Um, I'll be able to get a third of big chili at Wendy's. Um, but anyway, um, so nothing's really changed there. Um, the only thing that I'm doing that I'm screwing up, I'm having a hell of a time getting all my liquids in. I don't know why, but I can't do it. I don't know why. Um, I used to be able to drink fast, drink a lot, and it was no problem. Now I can drink a little bit before I get sick. Um, and that's another thing. I've seen a lot of videos where people are talking about how you shouldn't eat and drink at the same time, or that they're having problems because they are eating and drinking at the same time. I can't do that. Physically, I can't do that. If I drink anything before 15 minutes after I've eaten or 20 minutes after I've eaten, I get violently sick. I mean, I'm throwing up and everything. Um, so I'm not sure how people are managing that, but I'm just glad that I can't. Um, I had the blood work done that I told you in the last video. Um, all of my vitamins and um, all that, my protein, everything looked good, except for my calcium and vitamin D, and it was not extremely low. I'm not on a prescription for it. They just told me to take half a half a daily's dose more a day than what I'm taking. I am still using the chewables. The only difference there is occasionally I use prenatal vitamins in the chewables, but I don't do that more often because they're nasty. I don't like them. Um, they have that bitter medicine taste to them on top of the chewable taste. The regular vitamins don't. They just taste like gummy bears. Um, and I actually eat those when I'm having a sweet tooth and I need something little to curb the crave. Um, but I take 2 doses of my vitamins still. I take a dose and a half of the calcium and vitamin D. Um, I still take my B12, um, and I take folic acid, and I still have um, some issues that I'm waiting for the endocrinologist to check on, and I'm still swelling up real bad. That's why my weight fluctuates between 172 and 177. Sometimes I'm so swollen I can't move my wedding ring. Um, I can't I can't do anything. It hurts to walk. It hurts to make a fist. My legs get swollen. My ankles get swollen. My feet get swollen. My hands get swollen. Um, it's basically miserable. So I am on a water pill, which sometimes helps and sometimes doesn't. Um, but I think the reasons being that it doesn't is those are the days that um, I'm not getting enough water in. And I'm really struggling with that. I don't know why. But as I said, there's lots going on. Um, I took some time off of school. I haven't been in school since May, or beginning of June, and um, I start back July 7th. I'm super stoked about that. I have 1 year and a few months, and I will have my bachelor's degree. I will be receiving my bachelor's degree the day after my 38th birthday, so I'm stoked. Um, 39th birthday. Oh my god, I'm almost 40. um, and I will have my master's degree for my 41st birthday. So I'm getting my shit together. It's kind of cool. Also, I told you I didn't have a car forever. Um, I have a car now, so I can get to the gym as soon as my back is fixed. Um, the back thing is terrible. I'm I can't do anything. I went and got an X-ray, and just the way they had me laying and stuff for the X-ray today, I was crying like a little baby. Um, but other than that, life is pretty good. Um, the last time I was on, I told you guys that I'd gotten married. Um, that's still awesome. Um, and we are now in the process. We're in the beginning of the process of adopting. Um, and I never thought about this, but that's not something I would have been able to do at 232 pounds because there is no way in hell I could have chased around an infant, um, a toddler, and now I can. I can hold them, I can carry them, I can play with them, you know, all that stuff. And honestly, I don't even know if they would have let me adopt at that weight because I was so unhealthy. Um, they don't want you adopting if you're unhealthy because they want you to be there long term for the child, which makes sense. Um, so we're doing that on the 25th. We go meet the adoption lady, and it's going to take up to a year before we actually adopt. Um, it takes 3 to 5 months to do the home study, and then they do they keep the child with you for 6 months before the adoption can be finalized, just to make sure everything's cool. And that all makes sense because you don't want a kid living with you that hates you. You know, you want them to be happy, and you want to be happy. Um, so that's the deal there. I'm still smoking my e-cigarette, um, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm still smoking, but basically only smoking when my e-cigarette needs charged, which for some reason takes forever. Um, I usually smoke 2 or 3 cigarettes while it's charging, but I love my e-cigarette. It's called eSmart, and I recommend anybody that smokes get it. And this is actually something good if you're pre-surgery and you have to quit smoking. This is an excellent tool. Um, um, as you can tell, I had lost my e-cigarette for 2 days, and I was smoking normal cigarettes, and my cough's back. But today I'm doing good. I've had 2 cigarettes, I think, while my cig was charging. Um, so let's see. I am getting used to my weight. I am healthier than I was the last time I weighed this, and I'm seeing that. For some reason, my family seems to think I'm losing weight again. Um, I don't know. I don't know if that's because I was exercising and I did lose weight, did lose fat, and didn't change my weight because I was building muscle, but that my size was getting smaller. I've never really measured myself. I know you're supposed to and all that, but I was so depressed about the size I started at, I just couldn't make myself do it. Um, but so I don't know if I've lost any inches or not. Um, I'm working on doing the water thing better, um, but I have to. Oh, my back. I have to start working on that because that's just ridiculous. I'm literally getting like 16 ounces a day. Um, and it's so hot. I should be drinking like 5 times that. Um, but um, I'm doing that. I'm starting back to school. I'm starting the adoption process. Um, the only negative I have going on right now is my back. Um, and as soon as that's fixed, my ass will be back at that gym working it off because I was up to 45 minutes of running and walking. Um, I'm pretty proud of myself. I was kicking ass. Um, and I was doing, I don't know, almost 6, 7 miles an hour. I mean, 7 miles an hour. So I was getting about 6 miles in my, um, or 5 miles in my exercises. Um, I really want to do another 5K, so that's why I'm working towards being able to run the whole thing. Um, and the gym has some really cool programs on their treadmill that um, get you ready for a 5K, and they also have interval training, um, which is what I'm doing now. And then when I'm ready, I'll start running the whole time. Um, and I'll make sure I can do it for 5 miles before I um, consider that a success, because it's different running outside than it is running on a treadmill. Just because surface is uneven and harder, and all that. So if I can do 5 miles, then I'll be ready for a 5K. Um, I'm hoping next year this time I will be doing my next 5K. Um, I see no reason why I couldn't be at that level by then. That gives me a whole year. The only reason I'm waiting so long is because I don't think, especially with my back, that I'll be ready before it gets cold here, and because of my asthma, I can't run in the cold. Um, but um, everything's good. I can't wait to get my bachelor's degree. When I get my master's degree, I'll be able to start my um, what the hell's it called? Um, Not my internship, but whatever that is. I can't think. I don't know. It's to be a therapist. Um, but anyway, I'm doing pretty damn good. I'm pretty proud of myself. But this video has been super long, so I'm gonna go. Um, Stay happy, stay healthy, and stick to it. Okay, bye guys.